Gordon Graham here with today's tip from Lexipol, and today's tip is directed towards our colleagues in corrections. And it's about seemingly casual conversations between staffs and inmates. Such conversations may seem harmless, but I assure you they're not. And by the end of this tip, hopefully you'll get the gravity of any such conversation. Verbal communication skills are absolutely essential for effective correctional professionals, especially in the potentially conflicting context of officer and inmate. If you don't control the dialogue, the inmates will. Inmates have nothing but time to master manipulation of staff through conversation. Let's familiarize ourselves with some of the warning signs of this type of behavior. It starts with the innocuous questions or small talk that's unrelated to your duties as a corrections officer. I'm talking about simple things like, so where'd you go to school? Are you married? You got kids? In normal everyday life, these sorts of questions might be a friendly attempt to establish trust and common ground. But you are in a correctional facility. These prompts should set off alarm bells in your head. It might seem friendly, but more likely it's an inmate attempting to get you to let down your guard in order to take advantage of you or others. Or they may be attempting to glean personal information that could be used against you. Either way, this is no good. So what should you do? Simple, folks. Here I go again. Command presence. Let the inmate know that you're in charge, and this is a professional, not personal relationship. When an inmate asks an inappropriate question, your response should be swift and direct. Nothing about your personal life is any inmate's business, period, end of story. They should already know this, but now it's your turn to remind them again. For some of you, this might be awkward or seem unfriendly. Trust me, keeping professional is in your best interest and the interest of the inmates you're responsible for. In giving directives or responding to requests from an inmate, be direct. Don't leave room for negotiation or further discussion. If you do, they will invariably ask, why? Don't be afraid to say, because I said so. Avoid deflected responses like, because the sergeant told me to do it, or because, the rule says I have to do it this way. These responses only leave the inmate with room for argument. It lends the impression that you don't have confidence in what you're doing. When you ask an inmate a question, do not accept a question in response. Be firm and demand a proper answer. Never, and I mean never, let an inmate know you are conflicted about any rule or regulation. This is like ringing the dinner bell to a manipulative inmate. Finally, and this is critical, you must believe in the directives you're giving to any inmate, that they're lawful, ethical, and prudent. If you own your words, the inmate will understand that you're in control. And not because of some ego trip, but because you're a professional with your safety and theirs as a priority. And that is today's tip from Lexipol. Gordon Graham signing off.